There are other ways to save money on fuel. Little reminder, here's what Eamon Ryan suggested yesterday.
One example in relation to what we're doing today, everyone knows that speed of cars affects efficiency, and if you go above a certain speed, the cost increases dramatically. So one of the ways, and we've known this, any of us of a certain age, go back to the 70s can remember it, it isn't just behavioural changes like that can actually dramatically reduce the amount of fuel use.
Yeah, that was Eamon Ryan yesterday suggesting people drive a little more slowly to save fuel. Now, he was widely derided for that suggestion yesterday. Some people comparing it to a suggestion that people lose weight and their cars would be more fuel efficient. The fact is, it's hard to lose weight. It is probably a little easier to drive more slowly. And I tried it. I tried this last night, driving home from News Talk back to Kilkenny and back up this morning. And the difference in fuel efficiency in my car was actually remarkable. And apologies to all physicists listening to the show who are rolling their eyes and saying, yeah, duh, obviously. But I hadn't expected it to be quite so stark a difference. And I'm driving a Qashqai, lovely car, but I did not expect the saving. So I would usually, when I fill up my car, I would get a message saying I've about 750 kilometre range on it. And that's based on my driving habits. But after I drove home last night, because I drove a little bit more unusually, I drove 100 kilometres an hour on the motorway, so 20 kilometres an hour below the speed limit. The car realised something had changed and it asked if I wanted to update my fuel economy stats. I said yes. When I filled it this morning, it said I had over 900 kilometres range. So I went from 750 to over 900 kilometres range based on these new driving habits of going 100 kilometres an hour on the motorway. So Eamon Ryan is right. It might have angered a lot of people, but he's right. It does save money and it is simple to do, but it's not cost free. It doesn't financially cost you money, but it costs you time. It cost me about 15 minutes more getting to work. Now, 15 minutes might not seem much on one journey, but that journey is done twice a day. That's half an hour. That's 2.5 hours a week. 2.5 hours extra sitting in my car when I could be at home or with my family or doing something else. So, hand on heart, will I stick to the 100 kilometre an hour speed and get that extra range and make that saving as Eamon Ryan suggested? I'm not sure I will. Let me know. Have you tried it? Maybe other people on the back of this suggestion tried it. Would you give up time, that amount of time, to save money? Because that's actually the trade-off. That's not what Eamon Ryan mentioned yesterday, but that is the trade-off.